Well, let's go for a new run. I usually would like randomize or like semi-randomize it, but this time there is no need. There is still a new clan that I never tried before, which is Wurmkin. And I guess since I went with Stygian plus Hellhorned previously, I might as well just go for Awoken for more variety this time. So Wurmkin. Resurrect the reclusive Wurmkin. These keepers of Titan lore and history bring the power they've stored over millennia of dedicated study and isolation. And that's the DLC clan as well. So, no idea what's up with that. I'll be going with a Covenant rank 2. Oh, what is this? Oh. Oh. So there is a choice between those two optional cards, I suppose. Region, and this is apply +2 attack and draw +1 next turn. That sounds more useful overall. Okay, I'll go with that. Let's go. So, Ring 3, Talus the Architect. Okay, and then Fell the Wings of Light. Did I see this one before? I don't actually remember yet. I'm not that familiar with the names yet in this game, so... I don't know. What is Shelter? Shelter. So that's a Wurmkin spell, I assume. Okay, so Consume can only be played once, and then Charged Echoes. Apply Armor 2 per Charged Echo charge to friendly units. And Charged Echoes... add them by playing infused cards. The Wurmkin use Charged Echoes to power spells and abilities. Charged Echoes can exceed the amount of slots for them, I suppose, but excess Charged Echoes will be removed at end of turn. Well, no idea how that works yet, but I see. So, I can like once... by using this spell, apply Armor 2 per charge of that to all friendly units on some floor. Okay, sounds complicated, but okay. And double Restoration Detonation. So, restore 10 health to a friendly unit, and then deal 5 times that amount to front enemy unit. Okay. We'll try that out for sure. And Return Soul. Return a spell card from the discard pile to your hand and apply Infused, -1 mana, and Consume. So specifically a spell card from the discard pile to your hand. Do you choose what to get? And also apply Infused to it, so you get like... Oh, the current floor will gain 1 Charged Echo charge. Okay. So it differs for every floor. Oh yeah, that's complicated. We'll deal with that. So, what is our champion? 520! That's a lot of stats, actually. Okay. And then there is also some spells. So, basic spell is Fracture. When played, the current floor will gain 1 Charged Echo and applies Reap 2. Reap, unit takes 1 damage per stack of Charged Echoes after combat ends. Does not decrease. Okay, so you apply this thing, and then the enemy, as they go through the train, through the floors, they will just get damaged. Based on how many Charged Echoes you stacked up on those floors. That's the idea. Okay. And well, the rest I've seen already. Okay then, okay, I get the idea. So, upgrade. Inspire, apply Reap 2 to enemy units, but it only works after combat ends though. So you need to survive that and then they will receive some damage eventually. Or, friendly units have +5 attack per Charged Echo charge. Well, I have no idea which one would be better. They both like synergistic with the Charged Echoes, so... This is like more... Is it for his floor only, or is it for all floors? That's actually a good question. Maybe I should take it just to test it. Yeah. I would assume it's only for the floor this card is played on, but it's actually a good question. I will test it. I'll pick this up. This is a reason to test it for sure. Pretty good reason. So what about artifacts? Spell cards with consume have a 50% chance to be discarded instead. I do have some consumes, technically. Like Return Soul, for example, is applying consume by default to something. Yeah, but is it that important though? I don't know if I care about my Pyre getting stronger. But honestly, I don't know if I care about this as much as well. If I just got it for free, sure. But I kinda am getting it for free, but I will discard the second artifact then. And I'm not sure it's even better. I would need to build a deck around it for it to actually be better. And even then, I'm not sure if I can, if my knowledge of the game is at high enough level to be able to actually execute it well. I think the just Boon of the Blacksmith will be overall better. I feel like. So let's go for the battle. What is the first artifact, by the way? Wormtooth. Clan starter cards are infused. One card in each draft pack will be infused. Okay, interesting. And we can go with armor 10 for all enemy units and get additionally unit draft. Sounds fun. Let's go. So, that's a lot of enemies. And I can't exactly build up charged echoes to empower Wurmkin units and spells on that floor. And if you exceed the amount of slots available, they will disappear at the end of turn. Fine. Play infused cards to add charged echoes, yes. The starting artifact applies infused to starter cards and one card per draft. Okay then. That's a lot of damage, that's the issue. It's a lot of damage. I'll need to kill them though. So if I just play it, it's not like that immediately, right? I can play like Restoration Detonation at some point later. But yeah, I kinda need to play something like this. And then my Train Steward as well, I suppose. And then I can do some Root Seeds. Oh, so it's because it's infused, I also get more attack. That is actually relevant. Okay. And then I can Infused Soul. So this thing doesn't do anything right now, because I do no healing currently. But if I Return Soul though, I get my Root Seeds back. And then I can just apply this thing one more time and kill at least one more creature. That's something. And this doesn't do anything, but I might as well just play it for no particular reason. Okay, skip. So the bad news is, my guy might just die. I'll not be able to kill the Collector. Right? So let's say I play the Steward. It will not be dead anyway, so... Yeah, so it doesn't get any attack buffs, which is fair. That is fair. That is fair, but what if I get like more charged echoes on that floor? Will it be able to get more buffs from my champion unit then? Well, anyway, I think double shelter makes sense, but I'll probably not be able to make it survivable enough, that's the issue. Yeah, double shelter is not good enough anyway. Root Seeds is also not good enough though. Well, let's just do double shelter. At least my second guy will survive, so something like this. Yeah, not a fan. My Pyre will definitely need to do some work in this fight. Can't really handle them. 10 armor is rough, man. That's rough. So, I can apply a Restoration Detonation. Kill this thing at least. Fracture. The idea would be to play more infused stuff on each floor. I don't see, like, many useful things that I can do. So just play stuff. Play some rip things. My Pyre will be able to deal with that stuff. The main problem is the boss, though. Those guys are not the problem. Well, Pyre will be able to kill the boss as well. So, idea is I just apply... Well, I'll need Restoration Detonation, first of all. It will not even kill it, though, that's the issue. Reap will not kill it. So I'll need to use Reap on the boss then. At least deal some damage like that. And then... I guess I will still play like one Steward and do one Restoration Detonation anyway. Okay, something like this. So I can replace something. Currently there is a Fracture, Restoration Detonations, which will not be helpful. And that's about it. I still have one more Train Steward that I could play potentially, though it will not really help much anyway. So let's say, like, I do a bit more Fractures. Like this, and then maybe Return Soul. Yeah, I can choose what I get, so let's get Fracture again. And do this. And like, I will have to use it on some unit. Can I use it on Pyre? No. So either I just skip. I probably should just actually buff it. I will deal more damage to the boss. So let's see. I deal 32 damage. It will be at 110, and I deal damage in 35 increments. So I'll deal 105, and he has 110, right, currently. So I would need to deal 5 more, ideally. Can I do it? If I buff this thing, I will be able to deal, yes, 8 more, right? And that might be enough. Okay. Okay, yes. Now... there is actually not much of a reason to deal more damage to the boss specifically. So instead, Fracture, Fracture, Train Steward, I think, and I think it should be dead. I can also Root Seeds instead, I think. Root Seeds on the summon also kills it. Yes, in fact it's better, I think. So just Root Seeds, the thing is dead, and I'll kill the Inquisitor in 3 hits from my Pyre. That's the idea. Well, it's not too bad. My champion died too quickly. I shouldn't have played it that early. But okay. Okay. Not horrendous, I suppose. Echo Infusion. Infused Extract 1. Extract 1. Lose 1 Echo after you play this card. If you cannot, the card cannot be played. Apply plus 10 max health, I suppose, for that cost? Wait. Wait, but when played... Okay, okay. So you gain 1, then you immediately lose 1, and you get 10 health. That's pretty good, if that's how it works. Bogfly gets a lot of damage per echo. That is actually quite good if you can stack it sufficiently. I like this, by the way. This is good. And Hosting can Consume, deal 13 damage to a unit and move it to the back. Also decent-ish. No infusion though. I think I'll just go for Bogfly for now. I honestly like all of them. First two are decent. But that thing can get a lot of health, a lot of damage. And if I can buff it health a little bit at least, like maybe with either with sacrifice of one of my train stewards, or with just upgrade, right, from the shop. That might be good enough to just use it as is. It is pretty good, so... Wildwood Sap, which is normal just regen stuff, but now it is also infused. Plus 10 damage, minus 2 HP. Okay. Vine Grasp, deal 3 damage, move that unit to the front. I don't know, man. I don't think Wildwood Sap works very well with what I have currently. I can use healing sometimes for my champion. That is a thing. Well, I will have some sort of a tank at least that I would be able to use it on. Also, if I have Awoken as one of my classes, I might potentially get those plants that you can heal. So, yeah, with that in mind, Wildwood Sap might be useful later. Ooh. Shard Soul Cover. 3 space, 1 mana, Inspire. Triggers when you gain charged echoes on this floor, once per charged echo. So plus 2 power and armor 2 for each echo. 3 mana, 3 spaces, infused. So you get 1 echo, and also H triggers when a card is consumed on this floor. And when that happens, you get plus 5 power. Or multi-strike too. Oh, this is rough. This is rough. I can work with all of them. I would like all of them, kinda. Maybe not at the same time, but I can definitely work with all of them. I think Animus of Will is potentially the most useful one later. But I would need some buffing to happen before that. And I already have like a Bogfly that I need to buff. It might be the best choice overall, but maybe I should go for like something more bombastic, like First of Kin. It definitely should provide me enough value right now, not to lose immediately. But later it's not clearly if it's the best choice at all. But right now it might be. This is also pretty good. Just very cheap, and I don't know, in fact it might be better, honestly. You just get a lot of value from it. Just for 1 mana, a lot of good stuff as you keep playing cards. So my champion is 3 spaces, right? So it cannot really synergize. Okay, I think I should actually take Animus of Will. The reason is, it's the only card that can be played with my champion. That's why I can actually get 1 really strong floor if I can get my champion and Animus of Will, and then potentially maybe later even Bogfly at there, and just get a lot of power buffs onto it. So yeah, something like that would be the plan. And if needed, I can just survive until then by buffing my... Well, just by using my Pyre, my Pyre health as a resource. Left or right? Left is probably better, because I would like to buff some of my units, yes. Spells are not that relevant right now, so I think left is better. Oh, a new one, Echo Stone. Upgrade a unit with plus 3 attack per Echo Charge. It is strong, but the problem is it's a bit too much eggs in one basket. If at some point I will just not get echoes, I might just lose because of that. And I don't know. maybe... well, actually, let me check first what the other things do, like Divine Temple, for example. What is Intrinsic? Intrinsic is something you start with, right? Yeah. Starts in your opening hand. I don't really care about my spells that much. To start with one of it? Not really. Upgrade a spell to cost -2 mana. That is relevant, yes. I probably will do that. Can do it with Restoration Detonation, for example. Can do it with, like, one of the Fractures. Yeah, but it's not that impressive anyway. Let's see the unit first, okay? First of kin. So that already, and Glug Cider. So extract 4. So you cannot play it unless you have 4 echoes. Then when you play more of it, you restore 5 health for each echo charge. And then Revenge. So when it's damaged, apply Reap 5 to the attacking unit. And it's like impossible to kill pretty much. Oh, this is complicated. So the idea is you set it up so that you have 4 echo charges on the first floor. Then you play this thing. And then it just applies a lot of Reap. Is it even that strong? Like, I don't actually see the effect being that strong. Yeah, I don't know if I like the effect that much. It just doesn't seem strong enough for me to care that much about it. Let's try the First of Kin anyway. Like, that's a lot of setup, and by the end of it, I'm not sure I'm that impressed by what I'm getting out of it. So, yeah. And then, I definitely should get like plus 10 health on my Animus of Will, I think. Because even if I can't get any buffing happening from my cards, at least it will deal enough damage by itself. And I will also need to get some HP, naturally. Can get Endless, but probably should just try to get by without it. So yeah, Strength Stone. Something like this. Reroll, maybe? I don't know if I care about Echo Stone that much. I can add it to Bogfly, because the idea is I will need to, like, I will naturally be inclined to stack some Echo Charges, regardless. And that just doubles down on it, which is fine. Yeah, I think I can do that. I don't mind it that much. It's pretty cheap, so... And reroll. Ooh, Large Stone is interesting for sure. I can do it on Bogfly. I can do it on Animus of Will even. Ooh. Health is also really good. Oh, I don't know. Large Stone is interesting. Like, this is no joke, man. This is really strong. I would need to pick Space, I think, as one of my first rewards. Like the floor capacity. But if I can just use this thing, even as is, it's really good. But it can still be killed though, I'll still need a tank for it, so... Yeah, like health is not that relevant. Because even then, I will still need a tank for it. So is it that good even? But it's a lot of stats though! But I need to use it, I'm sure I need to use it on something. It's just a lot of stats. Even just on Bogfly. Let's say I can get multi-strike onto it somehow by sacrificing something. Maybe another Animus of Will when I find it. Like, there's just so much damage and so much stats generally. It's just too good to pass up. I have to do it, I think. Okay. And I can't do anything else, so just go away. And get, like... Sacrifice. I can sacrifice Train Steward, potentially. Onto... It's just some stats. This is actually fine. This is fine to do, potentially. I can get some health like that. I don't really need more health, but this health is enough. And that also helps to add some damage. And it also gets rid of one of my weaker cards, so this is honestly okay. Maybe I should do it. It increases the difficulty level, obviously, but I don't mind it that much. Yeah, let's actually do this. I don't really need a lot of specific things on my Animus. Regardless, I just need stats. And that helps me to get it. So do I want to go, like, even further in terms of difficulty level? I don't know, maybe. I just don't know if I care about reducing the cost. Of what? I guess of, like, restoration detonation, maybe. Okay. Okay. Let's try to do something about that. Well, that's a lot of difficulty level, so I don't know how that works. Exactly how that works out. Let's go and see and find out, I guess. Threat level extreme. Okay, okay. Non-boss enemy units get +4 damage. Oh, fun. I don't even have any spells to deal with them, really, and that might be a problem. Well, let's see how it goes. So what do we do? I think at this point I should just definitely play First of Kin. I cannot really do much of the useful stuff. So I think, here's the idea. Floor number 3, just First of Kin, okay? Floor number 2, Champion. And then just some random restoration detonation. Okay, just set up for now. Wait for them to get there. And then we'll deal with it. Oh, Animus of Will. Will be happening, yes. They are dead, that's good. Do I have more relevant stuff? There is Bogfly that I will still need to play at some point. Okay. Well, I will play Root Seeds on my Animus, I suppose. Why not? And then, like, what then? Just some random Train Steward. I guess, just to get rid of it, even. I can actually play Returned Soul. Just for one more infusion, even. It's not like I really need it, but you know, to just get it out of my deck and get another Charged Echo. That is relevant, kinda. Hello. Can I heal? I can heal. Okay, that's good. Well, I do need to play this. Needs to happen. And also, I will need some armor. Why is this thing dead? Oh, it sweeps. It sweeps? That's unpleasant. Even if I play Fracture, it will not be able to kill it immediately, so... Do I just play Double Shelter? Is this good enough? Yeah, this is actually good enough. Okay, good. Just play it then. Okay. At least it allows my creatures to survive. And the boss. Well, some more restoration detonations. And we have a Bogfly. I can't, like, get rid of my creatures, right? So I guess I'll just play some random Bogfly right there. At least it will be able to kill the frontliner. Then some healing. Do we have any sweeps? No, we don't, but we have some spikes. That's a problem. So I will actually heal my Animus then, for the future. And then I can play all of those things. Fracture is happening. And it is happening on this creature, actually. I do need to kill it by the end of it. Then I might as well just play Steward, if I need to play something, right? And then Root Seeds. I should probably just buff Animus, I would say. Even just because of my champion ability to get buffs from it. The most relevant thing to do is to buff the floor my champion is on currently. Okay. Is this enough? Yes, this is actually enough. So, Restoration Detonation anyway. And my champion even survives, so who cares? Okay. Well, if my Animus of Will survives at this point, it is enough to just win by itself, so... That's the idea, I suppose. Proclamation. Attuned. Extract 2. Deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. Multiplies the effects of magic power by 5. And also extracts 2 charges. And if you can do that, then you deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. Okay. Another Bogfly, maybe. Bounding Echoes. Consume. Apply Infuse to cards in hand. What cards would I normally have even? Maybe. So the idea is you need to draw more than usual, but then you play it for free and you get some charges. There is some synergy with charges, yes. So this might be relevant. Let's try it out. Okay. I think I will check it. Bounding Echoes. Vine Grasp, Infuse, deal 3 damage, move that unit to the front. Not bad. This is not bad, I can use it. Sharpen. Apply +4 damage and Spikes 4. Spikes 4 is not very relevant for my deck. I don't have any, like, strong tanks at the moment. And also more regen is also not relevant for the same reason. So I think it's Vine Grasp or skip. I'll just get Vine Grasp, why not? Oh, and there we get a tank. So it's either Awoken Hollow or Bok Chrysalis. Infused. When played, the current floor will gain 1 charge. Okay. Shell 5. At end of turn, remove 1 charge from the floor to remove shell from the front unit with shell. When all shell is removed, the unit will hatch. Oh, that's complicated. And then when hatches, summons 2 Bogfly units. What? This is horrible. Once all shell is removed, the unit dies, triggering its hatch ability. Apply the egg unit's upgrades and stat changes to the summoned unit. I see. And you summon 2 of them. Do they still, like... Are they still summoned even if you have floor capacity maxed at that point? I'm not sure. Okay. There is definitely some synergy with Cultivate, actually. I do need more tanks, like at least 1 more tank is relevant, and Cultivate might be relevant, potentially. Currently, if I'm not using Train Stewards, my lowest health unit is still Animus of Will, so I'll just be buffing that, and that's very relevant. And I do need tanks. And I do need some healing targets, like I have 2 Restoration Detonations, and I have a regen thing, Wildwood Sap. So this is actually really good. Yeah, I will pick this. Duplicate any card, gain a Wurmkin unit, forge spells, and get health. Well, left is more exciting, but what can I even duplicate? Animus of Will. That was quick. Okay, I'm going left. Just get a unit though first and see what happens. I don't like this. Summon is interesting. So when played, you summon 2 Bogflies as well. That is But just normal Bogflies though. They're not strong enough, I feel like. So for sacrificing, it's not really that impressive. I think it's just a skip, honestly. I don't know about Bog Chrysalis. So if I understand correctly, you just need to, like, at least either wait for 5 turns, or even if it's for less amount of turns, fewer of them, it's still, like, it will need, like, to remove 5 charges of echoes in total to summon 2 Bogflies. Yeah, they will be buffed, but, like, god damn, that's a lot of charges. I would expect something bombastic by then. That's not bombastic enough. I'm not impressed by that so far. And this thing, it's too late for that, I think. I have a lot of big things already, so I can't really get one more. So if I'm picking either of them, it's just for sacrificing. That's it. And I'm not that impressed in terms of sacrificing as well, so I think I just skip that. I think so. Oh, just get some gold. And I guess we can check this up. Yeah. Before duplicating. What does this do? A cave of 1,000 eyes seems to awaken as you grow near. Alright, I remember this thing. From deep within, a voice emerges. Relinquish your life or your wealth, and you may be rewarded if you're deemed worthy. So, yeah, we sacrifice either health or coins. I don't really need coins in this particular place, so I might as well just pay some coins and get some random artifact. Yeah, pay more coins. I'm okay with that. Yeah, sure. Even more coins. Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, it's 100 gold for this. This is really good. Plus 40 HP collected. I like that. My pyre actually is quite a bit stronger than normal at this point in the run. So yeah, duplicate Animus of Will. This is very strong. Don't see why I wouldn't. And let's continue. Talus the Architect. Enemy units enter with armor 5. Talus attacks every turn and pushes attacked units back. That's nasty. That is nasty. Okay, then. I see. That's unpleasant. Well, let's start with one of my Animuses. And my champion on floor 1. I suppose I should have casted it. God damn it. My bad. Well, let's use it anyway. Even if it's too late for it, but still. So, look, I think the idea is that my train steward will die, right? Regardless. Like, the boss will go to this floor and it will kill my train steward, and that's completely fine, so something like this will happen. So I'll just play it to get more charged echoes and to get rid of it as well. I don't really need this card. Alright, well, Restoration Detonation. Which I don't have. So what do I do then? I would like my train steward to die eventually. I should play Root Seeds, I think, for sure. Because I do need more damage. And then I'll just play Awoken Hollow, I guess, and the Bogfly. And that's about it, really. My train steward is still not dead. I don't like that. Now it will be dead. Okay, so what do I do with this? I can return a spell. I can play Root Seeds more. Just get more buffs, more charged echoes. The problem is my Animus of Will just die very quickly now. I can't really do much about that. No, not exactly. Well, it will. But the idea is they will change order every time boss attacks on the boss round. But boss round is not very relevant even. I should be able to kill the boss when that happens. I just need to get to that point, and we should be golden. So get the Restoration Detonation, get some Root Seeds. Yes. Get Returned Soul. Get some more Root Seeds, I think. Can use one more Restoration Detonation, but it doesn't... I don't think it matters enough. And just use one more Fracture. Okay, something like this. Okay, so what is happening there? I would like to do a double shelter, probably. I do need armor. Can use Vine Grasp. Should even use Vine Grasp and kill one of those things. But in fact... Okay, I'm using those 3 spells. I'm using Double Shelter. I'm using Root Seeds. Probably, right? And then I'm using my free spells, which are Vine Grasp and also Restoration Detonation. With those 2 spells, I can just kill whatever unit I want. So I suppose I should just go for the Marksman. Even though I can just one-shot this thing. Oh, it will get stronger when I play spells. Okay. Okay. Then I guess you go to the front. And I just kill you with Restoration Detonation. And then we'll deal with all of this stuff. So I can get even more echoes there. But they will go away then, and it doesn't really do that much. It just gets me more armor, which is fine. But I might as well just buff this floor instead. Or this floor even. Or just get more armor on those people. Maybe that's more relevant, honestly. Just get more armor. Something like this. That's the turn. So the boss is not relentless yet. We have one more turn. What about Restoration Detonations? I should probably just get this Marksman in front, then kill it. And then... what? I should just do regen on my holo, honestly. Let it regen a bit. It shouldn't matter. Like, I should be able to kill the boss before it gets to my 3rd floor anyway, but just in case it doesn't happen. And just buff some, I suppose. Maybe buff this thing. Get, like, more stuff. It shouldn't matter. I think I'm always winning there. Yeah, but maybe just buff my Bogfly, regardless. If it gets to the 3rd floor, I will be able to deal with it. That's the idea. I mean, it's dead, so how about that? I don't even need to do anything. I mean, I can just get some more Root Seeds, I suppose. Double Fracture, maybe? Fracture doesn't even do anything. Well, it's kind of irrelevant, I suppose, but yeah, I just... Let's, like, get some Root Seeds and buff my stuff even further. Do some Restoration Detonations, do some Fractures. And whatever, just win. Rare pack, yeah, and some major enhancements as well. Echoes of the Past. Apply +6 attack per echo, and then clear echoes. On the floor, you mean? It's not good enough, because my champion already does that without clearing echoes. So this is a skip, most likely. Cycle of Life, Infused, so you get 1 echo, okay. Apply plus 10 HP and spikes 3. Might be relevant if I can get some of that cost down. For 3 cost, that's a bit too much. But if I can get it down, then yeah, that's pretty good. And Wildwood Tome, Consume, Apply Quick. Attacks before enemy units during combat. That is decent. I have 2 Animuses of Will. That is actually somewhat useful, yes. I can use it. Okay. I'm sold, kinda. I'm sold. I can use this. Kinhost Vessel, Shell 8. Well, you can't wait for 8 turns. So I assume you will be removing several of those echoes every turn. And then when hatches, summon Kinhost Pupa. Which is 30 attack, 10 HP, armor 20, multi-strike 1. And when strikes, applies Reap 1 to enemy units. It's so difficult to get it going. So difficult. And the reward is not even that good. It's good, but it's like a mini quest in each fight. And by the end of it, it's not like even that crazy. Kinhost Carapace. When played, gain plus 10 and plus 1 floor capacity per charged echo. Interesting. So it's somewhat customizable what this card would be at the end. Can you just not play it if there is not enough floor capacity? Like, what if there is only 1 floor capacity left and I just play it then? Will it just not be able to be played if I have more than 1 charged echo? Even like more than 0, in fact. Another Awoken Hollow would be too much. It is infused, but it's a bit too much at this point. I don't really need more tanks. I think it's a skip, actually. I don't need more big creatures. And it's either big creatures in this pack. There's actually a decent sacrifice fodder. So when summoned, plus 10. Which basically means plus 10. How is it better than Train Stewards then? Yeah, good question. It's basically the same as Train Steward, in fact. Train Steward is plus 5, plus 15, so... I don't know. I don't like any of them. I think it's just a skip. This is a rough one. It's either draw or it's plus 1 floor capacity. But currently my deck is set up in the way that I have a 3 capacity tank and then 2 capacity damage dealer. So I don't really need more space. I can always use it, obviously, but I don't really need it. I can use mana. Draw? Maybe? Maybe. But I don't have enough mana to use all of my draws. Even if I do get them, so... Maybe just mana. Let's go for mana. Upgrade your champion, left or right. Right is artifacts, health, forge units, relevant. Card removal, always relevant. Health. Or artifacts, some gold, not a lot of it, and awoken unit. Which I don't even want. I always like to go for artifacts normally, but I think left is just much better this time, so... Kinda have to go for that. Ooh, multi-strike. That is happening. Okay, okay. Before that though, what do we have in the Divine Temple? Upgrade the spell to gain Purge and cost -1. And when you play it, it is removed from your deck for the rest of the run. So just a card removal. I don't know, man. Maybe we like... Ooh, Value Stone is incredible. No, no, it's not incredible. I didn't pick that spell that cost 3 mana. I got my Wildwood Tome instead of that. I'll still use this thing, probably, but okay. Not much I can do. Not that much I can do with the Divine Temple, then. I will do some things, but first let's upgrade the champion. The Corruptor 2. Friendly units have plus 10 attack per charge. Or on strike, gain 1 charge. The Infector. And this, I think, is better. the second Corruptor. Yeah, I think this is better overall. Like, this is a lot of stuff by itself, but I don't really need it to be strong. Like, I can stack some echoes playing my cards normally. I don't really need to do it with my champion necessarily. Yeah, I would just rather it buffed my, like, Animuses with more damage. That seems more relevant at the moment. Then we get health. Then we get card removal, which would be probably just Train Stewards, honestly, at this point. I can't really play them. Like, at least all of my spells, or most of my spells, are doing something. But, like, let's say I draw the... how's this called? This thing. Bounding Echoes. Let's say I draw that, right? If I have any Train Stewards in my hand, I will have to play them. I can play them, like, on floor 1 and just let them die. That's an option. But the problem is, like, if it goes to my spells, I can potentially replay them, maybe. But if it goes on Train Stewards, the best case is that I would just get one shard and that's it. One charge of Echo. And even that would require me to get through some loops before that by playing Train Steward in the place where I don't really want it to be played and stuff like that. So, long story short, I think Train Stewards should be removed. At least one of them, for sure, should be removed. And then the second one is, I'm not so sure about. I think, like, Fracture is also pretty bad overall. It gets you, like, one more Echo. That is decent by itself. But other than that, I don't really want Reap normally. At least with this deck. I'll get rid of another Train Steward though, whatever. Like, I definitely don't want them, so don't really have a problem with that. So, multi-strike. Okay. For the multi-strike, I can get multi-strike 3. Oh, man. I mean, look, it needs to happen, right? On either of them, really. It's just too strong not to do that. I'm buffing so much attack onto them. It just has to happen. And then I can get some more HP and attack, potentially, and then reroll. There's no point in rerolling even. I don't have enough money. So I think I'm using both of those, maybe. And then just card removal, and that's it. Okay, so I'm definitely using HP on the Hollow, I think. That's the idea. What about just Strength Stone on the Animus? What about that? It's not the best thing you can do, but it's good enough, no? There's enough damage. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that. And then just do a card removal. I'll leave like one Train Steward for now, but just remove one of the Fractures. Or just Train Stewards. Okay, you know what? Let's just remove the Train Steward, the last one. Sure. And then the Divine Temple. Sacrifice. I don't really want that. And I will want to upgrade one of my spells, yes. Maybe another Restoration Detonation? Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. And I can use Perch Stone to do a card removal, if I want to. I think I will, actually. Maybe do Fracture, for example, and get rid of that as quickly as possible. That is decent. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that idea. So just get rid of the Fracture. As soon as I play it, it's gone from my deck. Sure. Good enough, let's continue. Mark of Invasion at the start of battle and immunes appear on each floor. That is very nasty, actually. I'm not sure if I can handle it well. But like, okay, but even if they get to my pyre, I should be able to handle them. My pyre is stronger than usual, so I just need to be a bit more careful about it. And like not go into it too hard from the very beginning. Just be careful. Okay, I can play my Animus plus Spine Chief at any point. So, I can play double Fracture potentially on the first floor. If I do Fracture, return Soul, then Fracture again, this thing can be dead, right? And then let's say I just set up my Spine Chief on the second floor instead, and do something like this, and then Animus of Will. Should have like gone. Why didn't I go for the third floor? I just received 6 damage for no particular reason. It's not a big deal, but like... yeah, well, whatever. Well, I went for the second floor because there were 4 enemies there, but who cares though? So yeah, the idea is Fracture, Return Soul, Fracture again, and then Vine Grasp it. I don't even have to Vine Grasp it, I can Vine Grasp the frontliner. Triggers when you play a spell on this floor. Well, can't really do much about it, I have to play it. And this thing is dead. Okay. Yeah, obviously. This 6 damage shouldn't have happened. Oh well. Well. Oh, I can actually kill the Collector with this, no? Oh, maybe I can't. No, I can. I think this is enough. Well, anyway, I do Restoration Detonation. Is this enough to kill it? No, it will just be 2 damage. 2 damage is not enough. Really. Just get First of Kin there then. If I can't do anything anyway. Really? But really though. This is really not enough. Well, I need to cast something anyway just to buff my Animus of Will, so... this is very unfortunate. Okay, just play First of Kin then, and then just Shelter. Get some armor at least. This guy gets some armor, but it's not that relevant. I'll be able to deal with him. So I can still play my Train Steward, unless I want to play it right there, which is fine. I don't mind it. And then playing Bogfly right there is... it is decent. Like, I can fracture this thing, it will die by the end of it. Okay. I have a plan. So, Animus of Will goes there, it will kill the Clipped Reflector. Then the Bogfly goes to this floor. And then what? Fracture on this thing. It's dead now. Then get some Root Seeds. I do need to buff the second floor for sure. Needs to happen. And then just get some armor, but where? I don't need to play it actually. It will be consumed as soon as I play it. I can just stack some more things. I don't think it's relevant though. Yeah, maybe I just want to like get more relevant spells later. It still does something anyway, so it's not bad. Something like this. So, some Restoration Detonations. In fact, I can actually play my Awoken Hollow finally. Let's do that. And then let's detonate some things. Bam. Bam. And then what? Wildwood Sap. Bam. And Wildwood Tome. At this point, it doesn't really do that much, though. I mean, I might as well just buff my Animus of Will, but it doesn't really do anything. Then what's the point? Let's just do like a double infused or something to get it to 4, because that is somewhat relevant. And just skip the Wildwood Tome for now. There is no reason to play it. Okay, can I get some more healing? Like this? First of all, let's play Bounding Echoes. And then I actually do want to know, if I'm playing my Restoration Detonation right now, does this thing die before he gets more armor? Yes. So it's just dead. It's not able to get more armor like that. That is good. And then I guess I will just buff my last floor. Get some more infusion there. For my first of kin at least. Well, it's actually... Oh, it triggers when a card is consumed on this floor. Oh. Maybe just do quick on this one then. It doesn't really matter, but at least the card will be consumed, so... Somewhat relevant. And do like a fracture or something? I don't know. I guess. Hello, boss. The Porcupine. Didn't read anything in a while, actually. Let me do that. Despite their punishment for an ancient feud, some clipped refuse to give up their wings so easily. This one in particular, dubbed the Porcupine, has regrown her wings over and over each time they're clipped, creating the spiny back she has today. Oh, I can do Vine Grasp. Okay, that seems good. Just kill one of them. Can do like triple root seeds. Can definitely do Restoration Detonation. Can do like Returned Soul and actually get one more Vine Grasp. Okay. And then just kill another thing. And just do a lot of root seeds. A lot of them. Like a lot of them. Like this. And it's actually good enough, man. Man, this boss, it didn't even see like my actual setup. This is nothing. This is like... It's like my butler. He wasn't even able to pass my face control. And that's enough gold, hopefully, for the next ring. And also some cards. Ancient Resonance. Deal 5 damage to enemy units per charge. Costs so much! And you need to like set up so much before that. Ambient Charge. Infused, so get more charges. Okay. Extract 3. Draw 3. Apply Consume to drawn spells. So allows you to like get rid of your spells quicker to thin out your deck. And just go through it quickly. Might be very good in some certain setup, but I don't really get that setup yet. Don't have it. Anything like that really, so I don't know. Forgotten Trade. Consume, gain 1 mana per echo. On the floor, I assume. I don't need mana. Like, I would actually do the reverse trade. I would transform my mana into charges, but not the vice versa. I don't really care about that. No, I don't want that. I also don't really want that. It's very specific. Like, I would need to build a deck around it, and my current deck doesn't do that kind of thing. Ancient Resonance? It's not a lot of damage. I don't really need to do a lot of damage also. It's not bad, especially if I can, like, do some magic. Okay, you know what? For, like, spell power, yeah. If I can reduce the cost somewhat. What makes it a bit better is that I have 4 mana right now. So, that is somewhat relevant. That is somewhat relevant, yes. So, I think this is playable. I'll try it out. And also, Bramble Lash, so spike synergy. I don't have spikes, so forget about it. Focused Growth. Infused, so get 1 charge, restore health, and draw +2 next turn. It is decent. Because it's infused, it is decent. But it's not that good. Ensnare, apply rooted 1 to an enemy unit and draw +1 next turn. So prevents movement. No, not happening. Focused Growth? I don't know. I'm also not that impressed by it. I think it's between that and the skip. I can get more health, but that's not really what I'm doing currently. Yeah, I do need some healing, but I already have my restoration detonations. Deck is a bit too fat currently. I can't really get to them consistently, that is an issue, I agree. But I don't think, like, fattening my deck even more helps me much with some cards that are not that good. You draw more, though. Okay, you know what? You draw more, you get some healing, you get some infused stuff. All of those things in particular are not that strong, but all of them together are kinda good enough, so okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, and actually I think I will cut it there for now, so yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and we'll continue with this run in the next episode.